Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Dani. In today's video, as I promised in my last vlog, I will be sharing with you the Costa Beanie pattern. This pattern was published 5 years ago in the bulky weight version, and I have been making the super bulky version for a while now. And of course, I wanted to share the pattern with all of you guys because it is so simple, quick and easy to make, and it's one of the beanies that I have been making on repeat for my upcoming markets because, like I said, it's super quick and easy to make. It is very similar to the Pine beanie and the Andes beanie, but this one is a little bit quicker because it's only made with half double crochet, so that makes also the ribbed stitch a little bit wider, but it's also quicker and easier to make, especially if you are a beginner. Now you will have all the sizes for free on my blog. The size that I will be sharing with you today is the 6 to 12 months, and that is just to make this video a little bit quicker, but like I said, you will have all the sizes for free on my blog, so be sure to check that out. The link will be in the description box of this video. And before we get into today's tutorial, let's give some love to today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare has classes on a wide variety of topics, including illustration, graphic design, photography, film and video, marketing, freelance, craft, social media, and so much more. Whether you want to learn the basics or step up your creative business, Skillshare has classes to take you from beginner to a pro alongside a supportive community. Now, if you have established career but you want to maybe start a new side hustle, Skillshare has classes in freelancing, marketing, social media, productivity, and more. The one that I have been really enjoying lately is Photography Essentials by Sean Dalton, because knitting and crochet, it's not just that. We also need to know a lot about photography, whether you're using a camera or your phone to take pictures of your products. We need to know a lot more for our business. The other class that it's really nice is YouTube for beginners, because you guys know I own a YouTube channel and it's always good to continue learning more and more. Now, the first 500 people that use my link that will be in the description box of this video will get 30 days free and also 40% off your first year of Skillshare membership. So make sure to check the link in the description box. Now back into today's tutorial. For this pattern, you will need a super bulky weight yarn. This one is category 6. I'm using Lion brand Wool is Thick and Quick. And for the adult beanie, you will need only one ball. Just make sure you have the one that is 170 grams, because there are other colors that comes with less, but for any other sizes you will need only one ball. You will also need your 10mm crochet hook, scissors, and of course a tapestry needle. A stitch marker is optional. Now to begin, and remember we're making the size 6 to 12 months, you will start with a slip knot. And before you start with your chain, make sure you have a small tail. 3 to 4 inches is enough. Now continue with your foundation chain. Again, we're making the size 6 to 12, and for this size you will need 20 chains. For row 1, you're going to make a half double crochet into the second chain from the hook, and now continue with half double crochet all the way across your chain until you get to the last 2 chains. The numbers, of course, are gonna vary depending on the size that you're making, but just keep in mind that the structure is the exact same for all sizes. So just get your pattern, go to my blog, and follow along. Now when you get to the last 2 chains, you're going to slip stitch into the last 2 chains, and this is to create the top of your beanie. Now for row 2, you're going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're gonna work in the back loop of your stitch only. So we have 2 loops. We're gonna work in the back loop only, and you're going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches. Now continue working in the back loop only, and now work half double crochet all the way across. So remember, we are working in the back loop of your stitch only. And now let's continue with half double crochet all the way across. When you get to the end, make sure you are inserting your hook in the correct stitch and you're not missing that last one. Now for row 3, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and now again work in the back loop of your stitch only and continue with half double crochet all the way across until you get to the last 2 stitches. In here, we're going to slip stitch in the back loop only again in those last 2 stitches. Now for the next row, we're going to repeat the exact same, chain 1 and turn, and then slip stitch in the first 2 stitches, back loop only all the time. And now you're gonna continue and you're gonna repeat row 2 and 3 for a total of 18 rows. So you should have at the end 18 rows. Make sure you're counting your rows if you don't know, or if you can recognize the rows just by looking at them. And as you can see in here, the top will be smaller, the bottom will be wider. So now we have 18 rows done. As you can see, the bottom is wider and the top is a little bit more cinched, and this is to create a nicer top of your hat. And you should have ended at the bottom of your beanie for all sizes. So now to close, we're going to fold the beanie in half, insert your hook at the bottom, bring up that chain that we have in here, or the loop, and now we're going to slip stitch all the way to the top of your beanie, and we're going to be closing both sides. So you're gonna insert your hook from both sides of your beanie. So slip stitch and make sure you have 1 stitch in one side, 1 stitch on the other side. That means you will have in total 19 slip stitch from the bottom to the top, 1 stitch per each stitch, if that makes sense. Okay, continue with the slip stitch until your beanie is fully closed, until you are all the way at the top. And when you get here, you're gonna leave a tail so we can close the top. Give a little snip, and now use the same loop to create a knot. Grab your tapestry needle, and now it's time to close the top of the beanie. And to do that, we're going to do a zigzag motion, or you can use the whip stitch as well to close the top. Just like this, nothing fancy. Continue all the way around. And when you get to the end, all you gotta do is pull tight to close the top. Make sure you're not pulling extremely hard so you're not gonna break the yarn. Once the top is fully closed, use the tail from the foundation chain to create a knot, a few knots. Make sure it's nice and secure. And then all you gotta do is snip the yarn. You can weave in the end if you like, but if not, then that's totally fine. If you make a few knots, that should be more than enough. And now all you have left is to turn your beanie right side out, and of course fold that brim so you have that nice look. And in here, if you want, you can add your logo or a pom-pom. You can also leave the pom-pom or the beanie without a pom-pom. Looks really nice as well. A lot of you guys have been asking for the pom-poms that I use, and if you would like to purchase one, I have them available in my shop, so the link will be in the description box of this video. But other than that, your beanie is done. Super quick and easy. Remember that you have the free pattern for all sizes on my blog. The link is always in the description box of this video. And please don't forget to share your pictures with me on social media. You can find me as CJ Design on Instagram. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please make this beanie for all of your markets because it's really quick and it's super cute. Yeah, and I also hope you guys are enjoying the market series vlog that I'm doing. There are more videos to come, so thank you for all your love and support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!